Today, we are going to look at the 1986 action war film,
The Delta Force,
starring the movie legends Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin. And I believe this is Lee Marvin's last film. For this review, I will go over the storyline, pros and cons, show you some of my favorite scenes, and give this movie a rating from 1 to 5. That way you know if it's worth watching. And I will do all of those things in this video. But before we do that, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. In this movie, fanatical Muslim psychopath jihadists hijack an American commercial airliner and take hostages to Iran, leaving it up to Colonel Eyebrows, Lee Marvin, and Major Scott McCoy, Chuck Norris, along with their elite team of Delta Force super soldiers to save the hostages and destroy the enemy.
Alexander here.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah! Will do, General.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
There you go, sir.
You hear me? You die. We'll kill everyone on this bloody plane.
Hey, Blondie, you want to join the Mile High Club with me?
No! I won't do it!
Take care of her for me. Heads up! The Delta Force, or Expendables. Who wins the fight? Go, Chuck, go! What's better, Lee Marvin's eyebrows or Chuck Norris's beard? The answer coming up after this clip.
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good to be on dry land. How we doing?
Well, we have 3 targets. A school in the northern part of Beirut Beach. There's 60 hostages there.
You know where that is? All right, everybody, get your patches on. We move out in 2 minutes.
It's your government will fight, not you. It's your White House. One day I will go there. I will drive a truck. And trach, it will blow.
That'll be suicide, you know that.
I know how to die.
The White House is a very big place. You'll need a lot of explosives.
You will be surprised. One day.
Whew! Was that a chilling premonition or what? Get ready to rock and roll! Chuck, get him! Listen up, would-be enemies of the United States. If you mess with us, you gotta deal with Chuck Norris, baby! You gotta deal with Chuck Norris, baby!
Allahu Akbar.
Chuck Norris, baby!
Chuck Norris, baby!
Chuck Norris, baby! Mr. President, you don't need $1 trillion budget for the military or the Pentagon. All you need is Chuck Norris! Chuck Norris!
Hey! وانتوا قالش نقلب سلمي على موتوسيكل؟ تحركوا!
So what are the pros and cons of this movie? Yes, you know, it was really nice to travel back in time and see when our military was filled with alpha males and not big fat woke lesbians and fruitcakes. And what about the cons? Yeah, well, this movie does, you know, it's got a little Zionist propaganda in it. They're talking about targeting a certain group all the time and lecturing viewers. Just a little too much stroking of the victim, Frank. It's old and tired. Put it to bed. So here we are. And you want to know what I give the Delta Force? On a 1 to 5 rating, 5 being the best, what do I give this film? Folks, this movie earns a 4! That's right, a 4! Great story, acting, and great music with plenty of gunfights, explosions, chase scenes, bad guys, and it's just a pro-patriotic motion picture, which I think they no longer make in Hollywood. And even though this film has an almost 2.5-hour runtime, it only seemed like it was 2 hours and 20 minutes long, really. Good themes in this movie of God, honor, sacrifice, heroism. This is a great film. And the final fight scene is delicious and satisfying. And I know you want to watch this movie as well. And since this one's over 30 years old, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I understand, so you came to the right place. I'm your movie sensei. That's why you're here. Because you want to watch the movie. And you don't want to spend a lot of money. You want to go back to a time when America kicked ass and didn't ask any questions. You want to see Lee Marvin's big ass hairy eyebrows. You want to see Chuck Norris on that badass motorcycle with the rockets. Well, I understand. Right here, folks. Right here. You too can watch the Delta Force for free. The Siege, the Ordeal, the Rescue. Chuck Norris to the rescue. Hell yeah! Gotta love these old Playboy magazines and smut that we had back in the day. This issue's from February 1982, and man, they are so much fun to look at. If you're old like me, maybe you too. Remember the fight? Andy Kaufman versus that chick there? Well, it's got a whole article on it, and it's even got some pictures from the fight. Then it's got some pictures of her nude. I must say she looks delicious. The funny comics. An interview with Karen Allen. This is the chick that Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones porked. Remember her? The Playboy funnies? Little things like this on how to pick up women. Remember those? And of course the centerfolds, the sexy centerfolds. Oh yeah, a little modern screen romance. Anybody remember these VCRs? Oh, I remember this movie. Anybody see this movie? The Seduction with Morgan Fairchild? Man, she's looking pretty delicious there, huh? Opens Friday, January 22nd at a theater near you. I don't remember this one playing in the theater though. Teacher's Scott Whiskey. You know, I don't remember this whiskey either.
I'm a Johnny Walker Doers guy.
Ooh, the clubs, the Playboy clubs. There used to be one here in South Florida. Well, the little pup just parachuted in just to say hello. And it will come as no surprise that the little pup just loved this movie. Throughout the film, he kept putting up his little paw saying, "Go, Chuck, go." And he was wondering, he said, he's got a good point here, he was asking, where are the canine units? Little pups can always help save the day. Shouldn't just be the Delta Force. What about the Delta Pups? The Delta Pups.
What about them?
Can you believe that?
Pups are better than humans.
What's that?
Tell them to watch my other terrific videos.
Yeah. Okay. Make sure you check out my other reviews. I reviewed other action films,
be a Delta
horror
pup.
films, sci-fi films, and check them out.
That just
Thank
slipped
you for
out.
watching my video, and stay safe.
I think I'm ready to watch some horror movies again. Horror movies are the best genre.